Some people often, get confused on a journey or get depressed, get unmotivated and throughout their journey because either it's a few things that they lack, right? They lack support, they lack communication, and then they lack, having some sort of boundaries of people in their energy space. So when I think about, a support, right, a foundation is based on support, right? When you have support or you have somebody that keeping you accountable, you tend to, step outside your comfort zone. And how you step outside your comfort zone is having belief in yourself to do something that you could create and make a community. So beyond the community of a mindset of myself, right? For example, I started a gym, right, by myself, just coming in a different community and coming in with kind of blindfolded of nowhere of how this is gonna go. But that's how it was, right? When I started playing football, right? I was out by myself, my dad, in prison, stuff of that nature. Like I had stuff like trials and tribulations in my life where I could have gave up. But it's one person, always one person, like my mother, for example. She was a very great support system, even like she had me super young, but she always told me like, if you believe in something, don't give up on it, and that I always harped on, and she was like my motive of me getting into football, getting into fitness, and building and creating my value in the community, right? Creating some type of being of why I should be a part of this community, because you could go somewhere if you're not adding value or you're not being trustworthy or you're not communicating about what you're capable of, you ain't gonna fit in that community. And you have to build that trust, build that foundation of support in the community by offering value, And as I was developing myself, playing football, I wanted to go to the NFL. I got there, and then I started a gym, right? I started personal training. I didn't realize I started creating a community. I started creating these relationships, being personable with my clients, and educating them on my experience, educating them on my results I got through my journey process of not even just a physical being of being fit, but also just being sharp with the mind and don't let anything to tear me off of my path. Because when you go through life, a lot of shit happen, right? Energy. A lot of people come in your space and want to knock you off your path. But I never let that happen because I just got so addicted and so consistent and disciplined on what I wanted to see that anything that kind of was negative or anything that wasn't adding on, I wouldn't even let affect me, affect my mindset. And being a person with a disability, I had a support community of people that supported me to help me develop and educate me and put me in the right positions because I was consistent in building that foundation of support. And as I started getting better with fitness and, educating myself and building the community as my life was going on, people really started looking at me for leadership. So as I started creating this leader, this king position, people will fuel me with positive energy, or I would look in the right spaces to educate myself to step outside of my comfort zone to get in that rare breed mindset. And as I started stepping into that comfort zone, it just started attracting people to that foundation, to that community, to that support system that I needed for me to develop. Because a lot of people, a lot of athletes, a lot of people got people that tear off and is not driven to be better, or they get distracted here and there. I seen people all walks of life, billionaires, millionaires, and what made them different is that they stay consistent and they built that foundation part of the community system. So with being loyal to myself, being accountable to myself and never letting myself fall victim of a statistic. I always had, people believing me, being consistent and fueling me and giving me opportunities to do what I do today and be, not just a statistic, be somebody that can influence the people across the world. And that's, to me, coming from Auburn, New York, I never imagined me having the opportunity or being here today, almost 30 years old, to give people opportunity of living their dream or giving them a place of a comfort place, a safe place to come and come and take care of their self-being. So as you're developing your community, you being trustworthy, never, it might be hard some days, but never ever let up on yourself on being consistent and fighting for what you stand for, because you could get sidetracked easily, especially with a lot of social or a lot of algorithms that go on in today's time. Just be truthful to yourself, be consistent, and have like a reach of somewhere you're trying to reach, somewhere you're trying to go. You never know where it's gonna go. Like 1 year, one decision, one thing changed my whole life, and it still does. Any opportunity I get or any type of relationship I build, you never know, tomorrow might be an opportunity to change your life for many others, 1 million people, 1,000 people, one person. My goal was to affect one person a day or one person a year. And as that started going to one person a year, it turned into, I don't even know, 10,000, 1 million, and 5 million, 4 million. It started kind of compounding interest. And then that community always kept me hungry for more. And I never forgot where I came from. So that's why I'm strong and I stay 10 toes on what I believe. And I get this gut feeling of people I want in my community because I know their true intentions. Even if down the road we separate or down the road we never talk, but I know I was always 100 with that person, and I never would ever go behind somebody back because I know the worth and of that true commitment. You have somebody down the road, and if somebody snake you, you know how to move when that happens. So we always build that community on trust and loyalty, because there's not a lot of trust and loyalty nowadays. So guys, I tell you, once you get that community support, commitment, dedication, discipline, and never leave faith in yourself, because I'm a living testament of being consistent, coming from inner city, making something happen, and being creative. So if you need support, hop in that community, build that community, and I tell you, it'll take you to new places.